Hey everyone, in this video I kind of want to analyze the Hank Aaron rookie card. Kind of look through recent sales by each grade from the worst graded to the best, and kind of show its trend, how it's done over the last 5 to 7 years, and just look at a couple of the cards as examples. So let's just get right into it. We'll start off with PSA 1, the lowest graded card here. The latest sales of still between $600 and $700. I don't have any comparison data for 5 to 7 years ago, so we just that doesn't come until the PSA 3. But let's just take a quick look at. Let me close that. I just wanted to look at a card here. Here's a PSA 1 actual card, one that actually sold on eBay, and you can kind of tell. I mean, looks like there's some marks on it. The centering is off. The corners on here don't look too bad for a 1, but it looks like the N in Henry looks kind of scuffed up. So that's just a PSA 1. Let's go back to here, PSA 2. That's sold for between $675 and $800, but we don't have any comparison yet. So PSA 3 is when we start seeing the comparison from 5 to 7 years ago, and that's sold between about $900 to $1,000 for PSA 3s. And here's the old prices. They average about $1,070 per sale. This comes from psacard.com. This information. The 2010 price as well. It's really 2012 because there's nothing from 2010. It was $423. So that's a 250% increase in price over the last 5 years. Move on to the PSA 4. That's between $1,200 and $1,300. It shows here that 2017 prices are $1,400. That's just because it includes auction houses. The PSA card data does, and these are just the latest eBay sales. 2010, well, actually it was 2012 also, was $560. So it's another 250% increase, which is still is pretty good. If you look at a card here, a PSA 4. You look at it, you see this one is definitely better. I mean, actually the corners look worse, but there's better centering, no scuff marks on the card, so this is getting a little better. So PSA 5 now goes between $1,800 $2,200 for a 5. We're starting to get into the little better ones here. If we scroll down to 2010, $879 was the average. Between 2010 and 2011 cards. So that's a 220% increase. So we're pretty much seeing a pretty steady increase. PSA 6 is the same. We had this big outlier here, $5,800. But for the most part, it looks like around $3,000. And if we see here, the 2017 prices were $3,000. 2010 prices were $1,300. So another 250% increase. So between the PSA 3 to a 6, it's all increases relatively the same. 7 is where we start seeing the spike a little bit in increase because it's a higher quality card and just higher demand. So that's between $4,000 and $6,000 probably per sale. Let's see, it comes out to $6,700 for the 2017 prices to about $2,000 in 2010. So now we're up to 350% increase on your dollar over 7 years. We'll look at the PSA 8. There's only one eBay sale of 18 grand, but there are auction houses of between 20 and 27 grand. So that's an average of almost 24 grand. $4,000 for 2010 prices. So it's a 580% increase. That's pretty large. If we want to take a quick look at the card, here's the one that sold for $18,000. Look, the corners are great. There's maybe slight off centering is what kept it from being a 9, but it looks like a great card. And the last one is just PSA 9s. This is still PSA 8. There were no eBay sales of a 9. They were just auction house. But look at these numbers here. 192,000, 180,000 for a 9. And back in 2010, it went for 22 grand. I kind of wish you invested your money in this baseball card 7 years ago. Went up 882%, almost 9 times its value in those 7 years. So that's it for kind of analyzing the Hank Aaron rookie card. It seemed like been a great value up to now for the last 7 years. I mean, who knows what the baseball trading card industry is going to do in the future. But I mean, if people can afford a rookie card of Hank Aaron, this is definitely a good one to do. So I hope you like this video. If you do, I'd appreciate if you comment, like it, or share it, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks a lot.